Skyrim is a game that lets you step into the shoes of the last Dragonborn, a hero prophesied to save the world using the power of the Thu'um. You can breathe fire, turn your enemies into ice, and bring down lightning from the skies. But sometimes you come across a shout that will never be used, a shout that you don't ever think about, a shout so useless that it'd be better off not being in the game so you never had to scroll past it. Well, today we'll be looking at some of those shouts. At number 5 we have Clear Skies. From a technical sense, this one is actually the most useless on the list. It just changes weather. It's really not anything special. The only reason it's not higher up is that it really just does what it's supposed to do. Plus, if you really can't see the sun for Oriole's bow, you can use it for that. It's just not offensive at all. Well, except from the areas that it literally doesn't work in, but that's not the point. And hey, if you use it at night, you get that nice aurora effect. Now at number 4, to contrast, we actually have the most useful one on this list, Aura Whisper. Now, I know people love this one, but unless you're a stealth build, it has virtually no use. Sure, this shout can be useful, but really it's just a very niche sneaking application. I just can't think of any time I've ever needed it. This isn't Dishonored. 100 stealth in Skyrim is basically an invisibility cloak anyway. It's stupidly overpowered. But having said all that, it really isn't that bad. The next few, however, well, at number 3 we have Animal Allegiance, and whilst the idea of this one is really cool, when has anyone ever needed this? I've seen people say it helps with killing giants and mammoths, but you know, so does burning them to a crisp, or using soul tear, or calling an invisible dragon to fight them for you. Maybe in specific cases it's helpful, but I've never once thought, oh boy, am I glad I charmed this deer so I could kill it before it ran away instead of just shooting it. But at least this one can have niche uses. Imagine if it just did the same thing, except animals didn't fight for you. Well, that's exactly what our number 2 shout does. It is literally just a worse animal allegiance. I genuinely don't know why this is in the game. Very specific roleplay, I guess? I don't know. You know what though, there is actually one thing that it can do. And at number 1, we have Dismay. Now, on the surface, this shout sounds great. Makes your enemies run away. That could have so many useful applications, and yeah, I'm sure it would. Except, it doesn't work. Well, sort of. It only affects enemies up to level 24. After you hit a certain point, the shout becomes completely useless. It just doesn't work. I don't think I need to explain this one further. It just sucks. And that is it. The top 5 worst shouts in Skyrim. Luckily, most of them aren't too bad, but what do you think? Leave your thoughts down below and leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time.